Greeting for the day. Welcome to GrowthPad e-learning course on text functions in Excel. Are you guys excited to start the journey of text functions in Excel? Let's start learning. Why text functions is important. Excel is mostly about the numerical data, but at times you can come across the data which has too much text, and that is the time when text functions in Excel will help you to simplify the things easily. Excel text functions save your writing time to change in every cell. It has faster execution and less chance of typographical errors. It will be useful at the time of changing elements with large amount of data. Let's start with case functions. Upper function equals upper text. If you want to change all alphabets from cell to the uppercase, they use upper function. Lower function equals lower text. If you want to change all alphabets from cell to the lowercase, they use lower function. Proper function equals proper text. A proper function changes first character of every word in uppercase. Left function. This function is used to extract the leftmost characters from a string. Syntax for this function is equals left text, numchar. Text is the text to extract from. Numchar is how many characters from left side which you want to pull from selected data. Right function. This function is used to extract the rightmost characters from a string. Syntax for this function is equals right text, numchar. Text is the text to extract from. Numchar is how many characters from right side which you want to pull from selected data. Note, blank space is also calculated for pulling the data. Mid function. It pulls given number of characters from the starting point which we give to it. Syntax for this function is equals mid text, start numchars. Text is the text to extract from. Start num is position from where we want to started pulling. Numchars is how many characters which you want to pull from selected data. Concatenate function. If you want to join data from the two cells, then use this concatenate function. You can join multiple cells using same function. Syntax for this function is equals concatenate, text1, text2. Text1 is the first cell which you want to join. Text2 is the second cell which you want to join. And operator. In Excel, and operator is another way to concatenate cells. Syntax for this function is equals cell1 and cell2. The only essential difference between concatenate and operator is the 255 strings limit of the Excel concatenate function, and no such limitations when using the ampersand. Length function. This function is used to get the length of a string. Remember, it counts space as well. Syntax for this function is equals len text. Text is select the text which you want to find the length. Trim function. It removes the all extra space from selected content. Syntax for this function is equals trim text. Text is select the content from which you want to remove extra space. Find function. It will find the position of a substring in a string. Syntax for this function is equals find text, within text, start num. Find text is the text to find. Within text is the text to search within. Start num is optional. The starting position in the text to search. Optional, defaults to 1. Substitute function. It will replace given alphabet for another alphabet as per given. Syntax for this function is equals substitute text, old text, new text. Text is the text to find. Old text is the text to be replaced. New text is the text to be replaced by. Replace function. This function works as substitute function. This function replaces characters specified by location in a given text string with another text string. Syntax for this function is equals replace old text, start numchars, new text. Old text is the text to replace. Start num is the starting location in the text to search. Numchars is how many characters want to replace. New text is the text to replace old text with. Now let's see some examples of text functions. First step to get username from email ID is the remove domain name from email ID. Each email ID has different domain names like Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail, etc. We will see how to remove domain name from email ID. For this scenario we can use left function. For this we select the cell of email ID. Then next stream is number of characters. It is not static for every cell. Then we will use find function here. Find function finds the position of given alphabet in a text. In this email ID, if we find position of it, then we can find that how many numbers from left hand side. Then click enter. Now you can see the text without domain name. We can apply same function in multiple cells for the result. Now we can see position of @ sign is at the end of string. To remove @ sign we will use left function to select elements before the @ sign. Then assign the cell from which you want to remove @ sign. Then we will use find function to get position of it from selected content. After this we will subtract 1 from this function to remove @ sign at last. Then click enter. Now you can see the text without @ sign. We can apply same function in multiple cells for the result. Now we can see how to remove dot from in between the two words and replace with a space in two words. For this instance, we can use substitute function here. Then as per the substitute function, select the cell which you want to replace elements. Then add all text which is dot with the new text is blank space. Then click enter. Now you can see the text with the full name. We can apply same function in multiple cells for the result. Now we will see how it will do in the one single step. Firstly, we need to remove @ sign and domain name. So, we can start with the left function. Select the string of email ID. We will use find function to find the position of it within email ID string. Now we subtract 1 from this function to remove @ sign. Till now @ sign and domain name removed. Secondly, we need to replace dot with a space. For this we can use substitute function at the starting because to catch string without it and domain name. Then add all text which is dot with the new text space. Then click enter. Now you can see the text with the full name. We can apply same function in multiple cells for the result. In the second example, we will see how to pull first name from email ID. You can see only common thing in between all string is only dot after the name. Now we will use left function and select the string which contains email ID. Now we use find function to find position of dot from email string. Now we will get first name with a dot. To remove dot from the string, we will subtract the 1 from this function. Then click enter. Now you can see the text with the first name. We can apply same function in multiple cells for the same result. In this example we will see how to pull last name from the given string. For this, we want to find length of the total name and reduce all alphabets and characters before the space. We will use right function and select the string which we want to pull last name. To determine how many characters we want to pull from right hand side, we use length function. The length function will measure the total length of this string. From this total length, we reduce number of characters before the space from given string. For this we will use find function to find how many characters we want to reduce before the space. Then click enter. Now you can see the text with the last name. We can apply same function in multiple cells for the result. In this example we will see how replace existing domain name with a new company domain name. Now you can see here are different domain IDs for every email. We will change this domain names to the rsample.com. For this we will use left function to pull all the alphabets and characters before the @ sign. In the left function we will use find function to find position of @ in string. Then we will use an function to add the sample.com next to the @ sign into the string. Then click enter. Now you can see the old domain name is replaced by the new sample.com. We can apply same function in multiple cells for the result. You have successfully completed this module on text functions in Excel. Please like and subscribe if it was helps.